You know, you guys are going to love this. This is just some killer stuff. Coincidentally, something that we really just discovered or stumbled upon in the last couple of days, but we want to bring this out to you because I'm already seeing some phenomenal results with this. And what we're talking about here is being able to leverage any website, any web page, any article, any content, popular content, viral content that's on the web created by absolutely anybody, leverage that for your own benefit. So would that be cool to be able to do that? What if you could go to an article on Huffington Post? What if you could go to an article on the NewYorkTimes.com website and you see something that is very interesting, maybe it's a trending topic, and instead of just sharing that on Facebook, like pretty much all of us do, right? We share interesting, cool stuff on Facebook every single day. Instead of just blindly sharing that and having our people, our sphere of influence go and check out that article and go, yeah, that's really cool, that's interesting, and maybe leave comments, instead of doing it that way, being able to quickly do something on the front end of that that allows you that piece of content so that there is an ad on there for you to send them to whatever website that you want to send them to that's going to be tailored to building your business, generating leads, whatever it is that you want to use that for. And we're going to get into the details and show you how that works. But that's exactly what I'm going to shout. This strategy is that it is so simple and easy for even a brand new person to do. So somebody can be up and running within the next 5 minutes doing exactly what we're showing you to do right here in today's Hangout. So with that, let me jump over to my notes here and make sure that we're covering everything in the order that I laid it out. Okay, awesome. So the first thing I want to do is jump over to my web browser. One of these days, Google Hangout system will make an easier way of flipping between screens and doing screen share. But until then, we're kind of stuck with what they have. All right, so first thing I want to do is let's go to Facebook. You guys see my Facebook screen?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. And I'm going to scroll down here and just look at stuff that shows up in my feed. All right. Okay, so here's an example, right? This guy, Jeff, just shared this funny video, right? And we've all seen stuff like this. People post this kind of stuff all day long on Facebook. And why do they do it? Because it's funny, right? And Facebook is a social network. So you get funny videos like this. And what he did was he just shared it from somebody else's page, right? But what you can do is you can actually find that video. Let's see. Let's just go to the original source. And let's see, this is probably a YouTube video. All right, this is one that was actually uploaded to Facebook. So let's find one that's on YouTube. And there's any number of ways of going about this. You know, and you can just scroll down through your Facebook feed and you can find lots and lots and lots of videos that are, you know, viral type stuff. Ooh, what was that? Okay, so if I don't find, let's see, that's a, oh yeah, the crazy cat video, right? So let's see, maybe that's a YouTube one. All right, so there's an easier way to do this. I'm gonna switch over here and do it a different way. So what we're gonna do instead is we're just gonna go to YouTube. And right up here, there's a section that says popular on YouTube. And you can see all the videos that are the most popular right now on YouTube. Okay, and these are videos that have millions of views, right? There's 2.3 million, 1.1 million, 1.7 million, 7.2 million, right? This is a video right here, the official trailer for the Hobbit movie, the new Hobbit movie that's coming out this December, I believe. So let's just click on that. And let's say we want to share this video on Facebook, right? And we all do this kind of stuff all the time. We find cool stuff and we share it. So instead of just sharing it, watch this. I'm on the video. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to click on this little tool link. It's going to bring up a window. And I'm going to go here and say, let's use a button type. I want to show you first just how fast this can be done, okay? So here's a link. I'm going to put in this phrase right here, want my Facebook for Marketers 101 training free. And I put in a link to a capture page. And I put the button is click here. And I click create. And I'm actually not going to do this because this is one I've already created. But I'm just going to run you through this process. So you hit create. And now you've created a link that you can share instead of sending somebody directly to this video. And you go and you share it on Facebook, and it will look exactly the same. In fact, let's just go to one that I've done. Okay, here's my Facebook wall. Let me find one that's a YouTube video. All right, let's see. I'll just show you this one here. Okay, this is one that looks the same kind of thing, right? I've done the exact same thing. I went to a video, or went to a page on BuzzFeed, which is a really popular viral video site. Created a link in the same fashion I just showed you, and then posted it on Facebook. It took me less than a minute to do that. And when somebody clicks on this, they're going to come to the actual article. They're going to check it out. But notice what's down here on the bottom. Here's an ad that says, this simple 3-step system makes me $618 a day on average. Show me how. And when someone clicks on that, that's going to take them directly to a capture page. Okay, and then they can opt in, and they're inside my sales funnel for the business that I build. Very, very simple. So you've just leveraged something that you didn't create that's already viral, already super popular on Facebook, on the internet, and you've used it for your own benefit. Now, let's just talk about a couple of the other things you can do, because we showed you doing it with a video, right? But you can do this with anything. You can do it with an article. You can do it with somebody else's blog post. You can do it with pretty much anything. And let me refer to my notes here real quick. Make sure I didn't skip something. All right, cool. So before we dig into how to come up with the content that you can share, let's talk very briefly about the actual tool itself that I just showed you. The tool is called Sniply, okay, and this is my Sniply account. You'll find a link directly to this tool where you can sign up and use it free directly underneath this video, right underneath the red button. You'll see Get Sniply Free. There's a link right there, so you can click that. It'll open in a new window, and you can set up your own free Sniply account and start using this tool. But don't necessarily go and do that right this second, because you're going to want to continue to pay attention to this content that we're sharing here. And you can see I've created 21 snips. Okay, now I've only been using this since I think the 7th, right? So what's that, 3 days? 3 days. 21 snips, 495 clicks. So that's 495 people have clicked on the content that I have linked to using this tool, and 34 of those people have clicked on the actual ads or on the actual call to action that I've added to the bottom of that content. So you can see the really cool stats here of how that's panned out. So here's on, or I guess it was, November 6th. That was the first day I created it. So we had nothing on the 5th. On the 6th, and it was actually the afternoon of the 6th, I started a Sniply account and created a couple of snips and shared those, and I got 91 people to click on the actual content, and you can see on that same day, 6 people clicked on the call to action. The very next day, I created a couple more snips, and I got 115 people that's on the content, and then on that same day, 15 people clicked on the actual calls to action. And it just continues. Now, obviously, Saturday, it went down just a little bit because it's a weekend, right? Traffic slows down a little bit on the weekends on Facebook and Google Plus and so forth. But then here, this is today, November 9th, Sunday, already 143 people have clicked. Now, the reason this number is continuing to incline is very simply because I'm just consistently every day creating a couple of new snips of content and posting those on social networks. That's all I'm doing. And it's literally a 5 to 10 minute per day process. And you're building something that's continuing to increase in traffic. So here's the reason I really like this and why I'm excited about it for me, but also for you, is that this is one of those time leveraged activities that you can create something one time that takes very little time to do so, and it continues to produce results for you over time as long as you're just consistent in doing so. A little bit about the results that this is getting. So let me go to my Manage Snips screen, and I'm going to sort this by clicks. Okay, so you can see these are the different snips that I created. And this one got 126 people to go and take a look at the content. 8 people clicked on the call to action. This particular one right here has actually generated 4 leads for my business and generated a sign up into my business. Okay, from something that took me like less than a minute to create, and once it's out there, it just continues to generate traffic. This particular article, I'm going to show you. Let me go to the link. Oh, let me go to the link where you actually see the call to action. There we go. So this was a BuzzFeed article. And BuzzFeed, by the way, is a really, really good one to use because they have tons and tons of viral content. But I can scroll down here. This was really this, and this is the cool thing, and this is an important thing that I want to stick with everyone, is that you don't have to just find content that's about internet marketing or making money online. In fact, you're better off if you don't, because that's not really what goes viral on Facebook or any social network. People are wanting interesting things, valuable content. They want to be able to learn something, laugh, be entertained, and so forth. So this article was about 24 things they definitely should have been taught in school, or should have been taught in school. It's just a funny article about cool stuff. There's really not much to it. It's got some images in there and some funny stuff, and that's it. And then at the bottom is my call to action, which sends them to a capture page. Very, very simple, and I actually am building my business by sharing this kind of content. Super, super easy. I think you'll all agree that anybody could absolutely do this. Let's take a look at a couple of others. Okay, so here's the Hobbit one. Let me show you this one. Hobbit trailer, right? And here's the cool thing. When you share content using Sniply that's a video based on YouTube, this is how that's going to display. So what happens is that the call to action link that you use in your call to action is what's going to show up grayed out in the background. So they kind of see it. They kind of get a sneak peek of what it is that you're going to show them. But the video is right on top. So they click play, they watch the video, but there's a call to action right here. This one says, see my shortcut to over 20,000 per month. And when they click on this, it takes them right to the capture page that they were sort of sneak peeking in the background, right? And then they can go ahead and fill this out and get into my sales funnel for the business that I promote and be able to become a lead and potentially sign up and join the team. So very, very cool stuff, very powerful stuff. And let me show you this particular one. Let's see, I think it was this one. Yeah, so this one has only gotten 8 clicks. I think I posted it yesterday, but here's the thing. I posted a Sniply link in one spot on the entire internet, and that was on Google+. So that was the only place I put it. 8 people clicked on it, watched the video, 1 person clicked, and I got a lead from it. So it's basically 100% conversion from clicking on the call to action to becoming a lead. And it converted here at 12.5%. So it's a good call to action. It's congruent with the video and so forth, and it's working. And this will just keep on generating traffic unless I take it down. So super, super powerful. Again, very time leveraged. So hopefully you guys are starting to see the picture of how this works. Let's talk real quick about the tool itself. Okay, when you get inside Sniply, you set up a free account, as I mentioned earlier, and then you want to go here to where it says integrations. Sorry, that's not it. Resources. No, that's not it either. There you go. Okay, so keep in mind, I've only been using it for 3 days, right? and I'm already seeing these kind of results and I don't really know much about it. Right here, there is a Chrome extension. Using Firefox, they also have a Firefox extension. And what that's going to do is install this little button up here in your browser. So then you don't have to go to Sniply every time you want to create a snip. You just find the content that you want and go to that content and go, wow, that's a really good article. So again, let's go to .com. And I'm just going to type in something. In this case, let's type in something relevant to internet business. Let's say, make money blogging. Okay, a really popular search term. And let's just go down here. These are ads. We don't care about those. Here's an article on ProBlogger. Okay, this is an authority blog in the make money blogging niche. And you've got basically a good article here that talks about income streams, making money blogging, and so forth. So let's say you get to this and you go, well, gosh, I'm marketing a blogging system, or I'm marketing a training on how to make money online, or a business opportunity on how to make money online. And so let me see, I think I want to share this one. You just go up here, click on the little Sniply button. It brings it up. It already pre-fills the article's URL in. All you have to do is put in your message, your call to action message, whatever you want the button text to say, and the link that you want to send them to. That's it. Okay, so let's just create one here right in front of you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the opportunity that I use. Let me find that. Okay, so inside of iPass2 Office, okay, this is the opportunity that I promote, the marketing system that I use. Under promo links, I'm just going to jump in here and show you how simple this is. Now here I've got one of the sales funnels that I like to use. It has a choice of 2 different capture pages. There's a sales page, there's a pre-sale page. I can use any of these links to send people to, but I want to capture leads. So I'm going to grab the link to this particular one. It's a capture page. That page that we were just on. And I'm going to put that in here. And then right at the end where it says TID equals, I want to put in a tracking code so that I can identify the traffic, the leads, the sales that come from this source and be able to know if it's working or not, right? Very important feature that you really need to do if you're marketing online is you have to be tracking stuff so that you know if something's working or not working. So on this one, I'm going to put snip ProBlogger, and I'm going to put today's date. So today is the 9th of 14. And I'm going to put see the system I use to so just nice and simple, right? And I'm going to hit link on this link right here, and that's what I'm going to share. So I can go to Google Plus, and I can paste in that link. And I'm not sure why that's coming up with my image there. Oh, that's because the content itself doesn't have an image. But anyway, that's as simple as it is. So you can do it that way. So that's probably not the best example when you're doing stuff live. Sometimes that happens. It's showing my image instead of the image from the blog post itself because ProBlogger does not have an actual graphic image in that post. So see that? There's not really any assigned image for the post. So that's why that's showing up that way. Let me just show you a couple other examples here so you get a better picture. So I'm going to go to my Google Plus profile. If I can get it to load. There we go. Okay, so here's some others, right? This is one of the snips I did for Big Hero 6. This is the official trailer for a brand new Disney movie coming out. And you can see here it's already gotten 7+1s. from just posting it yesterday at 5:30 p.m. Right? This kind of stuff is what people want to see on social networks. So if you give them what they want, they're going to click, they're going to check it out, they're going to share it, they're going to give it +1s, which is only going to further help you in getting more exposure. So when you click on that, where does that go? It goes right to the YouTube video for this particular movie trailer, and my call to action is at the bottom. It says, I just made another $32.90 while you watch this video. And this this call to action is working really well for me. I'm getting pretty good click-throughs on that. And when someone clicks on that, it's going to go, again, right to the capture page that I just showed the iPass-2 system. So my internet's running a little bit slow. You guys still hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good. Sometimes you break it down just for a second or so, but still okay.
Okay, good. Good to know.
Cool.
So there's the capture page right there, the very same capture page that I just pulled from the other one. By the way, this capture page is converting at like 40% or higher for me using pretty much any traffic that I send to it. So that's really, really good. So let me cover a couple more things here. I think you get the creating the snips part of it. That's pretty easy to do. Very, very simple. I want to show you one other thing that, just to clarify, because I always get questions on this when I talk about tracking. By putting that TID equals and then a little code on the end of that inside this system, what that's giving me the ability to do is go into my campaign stats and actually independently and track leads, clicks, sales, you know, everything from that. So you can see right here, like this particular tag, Shortcut Direct, that has had 140 unique visitors. It's generated 10 leads, 4 trial memberships, 3 upsells. Okay, so I can track that, and then I know from that code, and of course only I know what that is, but I know from these codes what that traffic source is, and I can do more of that or custom tailor content more of that. This right here, you see this one, Shark Tank. This is one of the early, one of the very first snips that I created that has generated 52 unique hits to this capture page. It's not generated me any leads. Okay, so what I know from that is that I can come in here and say, okay, people are clicking on it, but I'm not getting any leads. So the problem with that is that I've got a poor message to market match. Okay, now let's just go to that Sniply, because there's something really important that I want to talk about with regard to that. Find that. All right, so I'm going to go to Manage Snips, and I'm going to come down to where I have that particular one. So let's see, it was one of the first ones I created. Shark Tank. All right. So first off, you can see 2 people have clicked. Clicks. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. All right, so we just noticed something here that I'm going to share with you. Another, cool thing when you do this stuff live, and you sometimes get blindsided by interesting stuff. So you notice that this says I've had a total of 55 clicks and 2 conversions. Okay, that means 2 people have clicked on my call. This is a YouTube video. Let me just show it to you real quick. This is a YouTube video. Now you'll notice something here right in a second. This is going to load the back of the screen with the capture page. So it'll take just a second. My internet's running slow. So what's happening here is that my capture page is actually loading every time someone comes to the content. Okay, so just to pay attention to your stats, the reason that inside here it says 52 people saw my capture page is because the capture page is loading in the background. And it will do that on the videos that you share directly from YouTube. So you can see now that's loaded in the background. But only 2 people actually clicked on the call to action. Okay, so those stats are really not that bad. That's 2 out of 52. It's not really that bad of a conversion rate. You can see it's 3.6 people click the actual call to action. It's not great. And so we do have an issue with the message to market match, right? Which means that the message in the call to action is not really appealing to the people that are clicking and looking at that content. So all I need to do is change it. And this is a really, really cool thing about Sniply is you can come in here to manage snips, and you can come down to one of the ones that you see, like this one here that we just talked about, and I can go here to edit. And if I'm not seeing the kind of response I want, I can change that call to action, and when I hit update, it's now going to be changed for anyone who clicks on that link from this point forward. So even though it's out there and it's already been syndicated across Facebook and Google Plus and different places, you can still modify and tweak and optimize your snips so that they start converting for you. And so what I've been doing is, once per day, I just come through here and see, how many clicks am I getting, how many people are clicking on the call to action. And if I don't see it being, 6%, 10% or more, then tweak the call to action until I get that kind of response that I'm looking for. So hopefully that makes sense. It's just a really, really cool ability that you have with Sniply. All right, so let's see, where are we at on time? 10:32. Okay, we're doing well. We're going to keep on going here. So hopefully, if you guys feel I'm going too fast, you can always catch the replay of this again, which will be available at this same address right after this training is done. And you can watch it as many times as you need to be able to absorb this. But, I think you're going to see that this is super, super easy to use. And once you start using it, you're going to realize how time leveraged this actually is. So let me talk about a couple of must-haves real quick, some tips to making this really work for you. Let me jump back to a different screen here. Okay, so obviously you can't, it matters where you're going to be sending people in a call to action, and you can experiment in absolutely anything, but what you're going to find is probably going to be the best thing to do, which has definitely shown true in my testing, is that you need to be sending that traffic to a capture page, because capturing leads is the lifeblood of your business if you're marketing something or trying to sell anything online. So you need to have an effective capture page and an effective sales funnel behind that, so that once you capture someone's lead, capture their email address, their name, whatever you're collecting, then you're continuing to communicate and build a relationship with that person and showing them an offer that converts. Okay, and that's part of the reason why we love the iPass 2 system, is because everything is inside here. So if you're in a position where you don't know how to create capture pages, you don't have a high converting sales funnel, but you're trying to make money online, whatever it is that you might be marketing, I just want to show you what else is out there that you could look at. This system, and you'll see a link directly below this video, that you can get in on a trial for set up the entire system. You'll have full access. Everything is explained inside, so you do not need to know everything about this in order to make a $7 decision to get into the trial. Once you get inside, just watch the videos. They explain how it works, shows you everything step by step. And then you can choose to continue to use the system, or if it's not for you, you just cancel. It's simple as that. We don't want your $7. We want successful team members inside this system. So I just want to show you that that's something that's available. Like I said, when you get inside here, you have access to all of these already proven sales funnels, and we just continue to add more all the time. So you choose on a sales funnel. You can choose to send people right to a sales page. Let me just show you that real quick. I can copy that link. I can send them right to a sales page. High converting, super awesome sales page, lots of social proof. This stuff converts very, very well. And then you have the option of using a pre-sale page. And this is your own customized video, or you can use one of our default videos that's also already proven, which kind of pre-frames the offer that they're going to see, and then they click step 2, and then they're sent to the sales video. So that's another option. Or you can use one of 2 of these capture pages. And I just showed you those, so you see we have the ability to capture leads. And then, of course, all of this stuff is connected, so in the campaign stats, you don't have to worry about tracking. Everything is tracked for you, and you can just go in and monitor your stats, know what's working, know what's not working. All you have to do is add those little unique IDs to the end of your links before you share them. So super, super easy. If you don't want to have to learn how to use capture pages, you don't want to buy additional systems for creating capture pages, you just want something that works right now, it doesn't get any more self-contained and simple than using the iPass2 system. So again, and there's a button down there. This is not a sales presentation for iPass. I just want to show that because it's the #1 question that we get after we do these trainings is, hey, I've been using it, fine, I'm getting clicks, nobody's, becoming a lead, and it's because they're not using stuff that actually works. So just wanted to throw that out there. So the next thing I want to talk about is syndicating. All right, so when you create a Sniply, let's just go through here and use one of these, right? Let's take this one right here. This is one I created and posted yesterday. And let's see, 53. So 53 clicks so far. It hasn't gotten any conversions yet. Nobody's clicked on the call to action, but I'm just going to use this as an example. So once you create one and it gives you the little link, what do you do with it? Where do you share that so that people are going to see it? Okay, so it's really, really simple. And again, it's also super fast. The #1 place that I recommend you share it is on Facebook, okay, on your Facebook profile. Because again, we touched on this a little bit. What do people want on Facebook? They want entertainment, they want humor, they want to see interesting stuff that's going to be social. So that's the #1 place that I recommend sharing these kind of links. And you'll notice if I just paste that link in, whoops, that's not the right one. Let me grab the right link. If I paste that link in, it immediately shows up, pulls the content from the actual article, and people aren't going to be even able to tell that you've created a Sniply. So you can see that. And in fact, let me just show you. This is one that I already posted on my own wall yesterday, right there. So what happens when you post content like this? This is what happens. People share it, people like it, people comment on it. It's very, very powerful stuff to be able to share the kind of stuff that people want to see without you having to create it. So really, really cool. And hopefully it's starting to sink in, right? Being able to share absolutely anything that other people create online for your own benefit, to build your own business, to leverage generating leads, creating sales in your business. Really, really cool stuff. So Facebook is the first place I recommend that you share that content. The next place is Google+. Google+ can bring a lot of traffic. And here's the other added benefit of Google+ that a lot of people aren't really aware of. And that is that when you post something on Google+, Google is going to treat that with preferential treatment for ranking in their search engine. So let me find an example of this. Let's see, which one was that I did that? All right, so let's look at this post right here. You guys see this post? It says, how does Facebook choose what to show in the newsfeed? All right, this is a snip that I created day before yesterday, and it's an article on authority blog in the tech field, social media, internet marketing, and so forth. And there's my call to action right there at the bottom. And what I did was I grabbed the actual keywords that are most powerful within this. And actually, if you notice, the actual title of the post contains the keywords that they wanted to rank for, right? These guys that run this TechCrunch and other authority blogs, they know what they're doing for search engine optimization, for SEO. So when you see keywords in their titles, you can grab that stuff. Okay, so look at this. How does Facebook choose what to show in newsfeed, right? Let's just go to Google real quick and start to type that in. Look at that. How does Facebook choose what to show on newsfeed? And if we click that, it's going to give us all the results for that. And actually, yeah, it's not showing up today. That's interesting. My post on Google Plus yesterday was showing up right at, oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. So it just needed to be refreshed. See this post? How does Facebook choose what to show in the newsfeed? It's showing up number 2 out of 144 million results for that exact key phrase. I've just ranked somebody else's content for my own benefit. So let that sink in. I just ranked on the first page of Google a super high value article written by somebody else on somebody else's website, but did it for my own benefit, because when somebody clicks on that link and then goes to the post, there's my call to action. So super, super powerful stuff. You can get content ranked that you didn't create and rank it for your own benefit. So just one more thing there, and that's the power of Google+. So hopefully that will sink in. And if it hasn't already. So Google Plus is the number 2 place that you want to post and share your snips from Sniply. The next place that I would recommend is LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a super high traffic website as well and social network. So recommend for sure that you share that stuff there as well. And you will get traffic, you know, as long as you continue to build your influence and make more connections, because obviously, you know, people aren't going to see it unless you have the connections on LinkedIn. But again, really, really powerful. So there's some other sites you can use as well, like Twitter, StumbleUpon, Dig, you know, any social network, any place where you can post your content that is going to get views and exposure, then I recommend doing that. But keep in mind that the whole plan here is doing things quickly in a leveraged manner that's going to get you results without having to spend a lot of time doing it. All right, so let's talk for a minute about finding content you can share. How do you know if something's popular or not? I'm going to very quickly cover a couple of places that you can look. So the first place is Facebook. And you'll notice that if you go to Facebook, right to the home screen, and you scroll down, you'll see that there's a section here on the right that says trending. And every day, you know, all during the day, this is going to continue to be updated. And these are all the most popular things that people are talking about on Facebook right now at this very moment. Okay, so you got all this cool stuff. Look at that. Here's a keyword, Bourne. Matt Damon confirms he'll return to play character Jason Bourne in the new film. Now, to me, that's really appealing, and that would appeal to my audience on Facebook. So if you click on that, that will take you to the most popular articles around that content, and I can just come right here to this very same one and click on it. And this is a super authority blog as well. And this is the article, right? And I can just go up here and go, I like that. I'm going to create a Sniply. Checking a link with a call to action on this piece of high value content. I go right back to Facebook and I share it, and I use the actual hashtag Bourne in my post, and I'm going to get clicks on that today. Okay, guaranteed. I will get clicks on that, because that's what people are searching on. That's what people are looking at. That's what's in the mindset of society right now, are these trending topics. So that's one way that you can find great content to share and use for your own benefit. Another one I want to show you is a super popular site called BuzzFeed. And there's just tons and tons of stuff. This is a lot of like humor. They've got some political content. I mean, really just lots and lots of variety here, but it's all super viral content that you can share. And then another one is this really cool tool that hardly anybody knows about that I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys, kind of a secret weapon, and it's called BuzzSumo. Okay, so if you go to buzzsumo.com, you can use this for free, times to use it for free, and then you actually have to set up an account, which is also free, and you can continue to use it. So really, really cool, free tool. What this does is allows you to type in any topic. So let's say I'm going to type in blogging and hit search. It's going to give me all the content, and over here you can set up filters, by the way. So if you want, just like right now, it's showing me the stuff in the past year, but if I wanted only the past month, then I could filter that. And I'm looking at the most popular content around blogging in the last month. So there's Copy Blogger and Authority Blog, lots of really good stuff, Social Media Examiner. But what it shows you is the amount of social sharing that this article has gotten. So the cool thing is, you know that if you leverage any of these articles, that people are going to share it. Okay, it's just an eventuality because you already know it's viral content, right? This is high value stuff that people are going to share as long as they have an interest in blogging. So making money online, internet marketing, they would eat this stuff up. So you just go to that article. There's the article. Go up here, click the Sniply button, create a snip. As soon as you hit create, you've got your link. You go to Facebook, you share it. Bam, it's done. Right? Now you've got a piece of content out there that's going to get shares, likes, clicks, and if you have the right call to action linked with the right sales funnel, lead funnel, whatever it is you're sending them to, then you're going to get traffic on that. You're going to get leads over time. So super, super simple. So that'll give you guys enough right there. There's lots and lots of other ways to find content, but that's going to give you what you need to really get out of the gate and start doing stuff immediately. Let's see. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about, and then I'm gonna open it up, and we're gonna just kind of talk with some of the guys on the panel here as well, is the ramp up strategy. I've kind of done the math on this, and judging from the current results that I'm getting, I've been spending a day creating like 2 to 3 snips per day using this system, and then just sharing it on the social media accounts that I have. And if I do that, continue to do 2 to 3 snips per day, within a month, I'll be generating an extra 30 to 50 leads per day in my business. Okay, so think about the power of that. 30 to 50 targeted free leads into your business every single day. And for me, what that means is 20 to 30 leads means that I'm getting, an extra 2 to 3 signups into my business every single day just from this tool. And if I just keep doing that, what will happen in the next 60 days, 90 days, 120 days using this tool? So think about that, do the math. It's a consistency thing, as with anything with building your business. And this is one super time leverage thing that you can do in about 10 minutes per day to add into the other things you're doing to build your business. Okay, don't think that you're going to do just this and in the next 30 days you're going to be rich, because that's just not true, right? But this is something that you should not ignore, that you should start using immediately, and it's so time leveraged and so simple to do. Even a brand new person can do it without having any expenditure of buying traffic, getting solo ads, spending money on traffic and not understanding how to convert that traffic. Here you can experiment with it, experiment with your call to action, experiment with the links that you're sending the traffic to, watch your statistics, change things up if it's not working, and be able to do that without having money going out. So really, really cool thing for brand new people, especially those that are tight on budget. So let me jump back to my screen here. All right, cool. So let me open it up to you guys. You guys have been using this for about the same amount of time I have, the last couple days or so. What are some of the results that you're seeing with it, and how excited are you about this cool tool?
Well, John, I think this is super, super cool. And I did not know you ranked on those other keywords for that one TechCrunch article. You are awesome. Three things come out in this, folks, and it's really kind of important. John said the word consistency probably 5 times in the last 10 minutes. And that's a first major key in anything you're doing online. But what makes this so easy to do consistently is, frankly, it's just fun. This is good content. This is stuff people want to see. You don't feel like you're kind of grinding in the internet marketing or trying to do that kind of stuff. Social media should be fun. Believe it or not, your business should be fun. And so this is a great way just to share that and get engagement with content that you're sharing. Because I bet there are people right now that are watching this that share stuff on Facebook, and it's like crickets. And they're like, chirp, chirp, no one cares about the things that I'm sharing. Well, if you use just a little bit of strategy and you pick articles and topics that people are going after right now, then you will get a lot more engagement. Plus, it's a way to get leads. I have similar conversion numbers to John's on this. And I mean, it's blowing my mind that, because this is one new little strategy that I'm using. But what I love about this is that it really is the newbie advantage. If you're someone who's just starting out, you're brand new. Something that John and I and Naz and the other leaders are always trying to think of is, what can we tell people to start doing immediately, even when they're new, that'll be easy enough to grasp so that they can start implementing immediately and just see kind of that first win. I didn't say make $1 million in a day. That first win, I mean, if you're capturing a lead or two off of free stuff that you're sharing, that's a win. And that's awesome. And if you have something like iPass 2, you're going to get some conversions in that if you stay at it long enough, more than likely. So it's a newbie advantage, which I love. For folks that are struggling with the traffic idea, how do I get people to my capture page? How do I get people exposed to my opportunity, my product, my service? Well, this is a great way to do that without it being too pitchy, without you spamming your own wall with work in my business kind of stuff. And that'll really make a difference. And if you're sending them to something that's a quality offer, for us, that's iPass 2. That's killer. It's done. A lot of us have had extremely good results with that. But if you're sending them to the right thing, you've added something inside of your business, inside of your income, that really comes back to you're sharing stuff that people already want to see. If they already want to see it, they're warm. And when they're warm, they're much likelier to become a lead, a potential customer, and that equals dollars. So, I mean, there's no reason why anybody can't do this. I mean, it's just a matter of doing it every day and have it be one of those streams of activity that you do to grow your business. I think it's powerful, John, powerful.
Awesome. How about you, Naz?
Sure, I want to say a couple words. First of all, I really love you guys, because in a short period of time, in like 1 hour, you can talk about everything what the brand new person can take in hand and start using. And the Sneaply, actually, it's an answer for some people who's like, oh, I don't know what to write about. I don't know what to do like the next or something like that. You can just start sharing stuff, right? We all share stuff on the Facebook and all the way around, but we never think about it, like what we can get from that. Not just sharing, but just sharing and, start getting something from them, from there as well. So by using the Sneaply, I started using like 3 days ago, and today I got a free lead from that. It's my first lead that I got from those free traffic, and it's just the beginning, because you see, there are so many ways in my head. Actually, there's so many ways. Okay, how I can use that tool, right? So, as John said, it's a time leverage as well. We are all busy, right? Let's say we don't have too much time, but at least you will find 10 minutes. You're gonna find some content, and you can share that content, and you can start getting leads from there, and you can start getting sales from that, right? Remember, it's always about the consistent. It's always about the experiment. You always do these small experiments. You're doing those tweaking, and you want to make sure with your funnel, your pages will convert as high as possible. So, but just using that free tool, for me, it's like John said, in a month, it's going to be free traffic, organic free traffic to your sales funnel or wherever you like it. So it's really incredible. I really love it so far.
Cool.
Awesome.
So before we end it, I want to share one more quick thing with you guys, just kind of a quick thought. And that is, one of the biggest things that we hear as online business entrepreneurs from new people is that they first get started, they don't really have a lot of friends on Facebook, they don't have a big social reach. Maybe in the past they didn't really know what they were doing on Facebook. They've been, playing games on Facebook, and so you go to their Facebook wall and it's, played this game. I don't even know the names of all those, but, I see that all the time. and maybe they, share a few things here, a few photographs of their life or their family, once in a while, but there's not a lot going on their Facebook wall. And so they're like, well, how do I start breaking into getting people to notice me on social media? Well, the number one way that you get people to actually friend you is by posting valuable content, right? When I say valuable, I mean entertaining, funny stuff, valuable stuff, informative stuff, news articles, things that people are interested in, social content, all the stuff we just talked about here on today's training. So if you will do this, and every day you'll post, 3, 4, you can even do more if you want, but somewhere between 2 and 5 posts of high value content on Facebook, people are going to start noticing you if you do it, if you do it consistently. You have to be consistent. You can't just do it today and then next week come back and go, yeah, nobody really clicked on it. This doesn't work. Of course that's not going to work, right? You got to be consistent. You have to be consistent at anything for a period of time before people even acknowledge that you're doing something different. It's just the way it is. Sometimes that could be months, right? But you've got to start somewhere. And if you'll start putting value on your social networks, then people are going to start being more likely to connect with you, pay attention to what you're posting, and so forth. And as you learn more and more about how to conduct yourself in a business fashion on Facebook, that's going to become more and more effective. So this is like the number one thing that I tell people when they say, how do I get more friends on Facebook, is start posting value. Well, here now you don't have to create that value. You can use stuff that somebody else has created that's already super high value, share it, have your own call to action in that content, but also now start getting recognized as somebody who posts interesting stuff on social networks. And then when you go and friend somebody else and they go and look at your profile, they're not going to see that you just sit there and play games all day, or that your cat got run over, or miserable stuff that I see sometimes people sharing on Facebook, right? People don't want to hear that. Be positive, share good stuff on Facebook, start introducing more positivity into your life and sharing that with other people. Post more pictures of your family, post more pictures of your lifestyle. This is kind of just, Facebook 101. We provide a ton of training on how to excel using Facebook, Google+, in a way that doesn't waste your time, that you're not tied up all day long on Facebook like so many people are. You can be incredibly effective in 30 to 45 minutes a day on Facebook. Okay, I do that. I don't sit here on Facebook all day. I do some very strategic things on Facebook that we teach within our team. So if you want to be part of a community that does that, then that red button directly below here is how you enter into that. Okay, that's the entry point. $7. Get into the trial. Start seeing what we're all about. Watch the videos. Pay attention to the emails that you get, and get plugged in with us. Whoever sent you here, be sure that you friend them on Facebook. Okay, so if you got an email from a person that invited you to this hangout, or if you saw it on their Facebook wall and you clicked on the link and you came to watch this, whenever that is, maybe you're watching the replay, it doesn't matter. Go back to Facebook and friend that person, send them a private message and say, hey, I really enjoyed this content. I want to get plugged in with this stuff. And I'd like for you to sort of mentor me to get getting results online is all about having a solid mentor, okay? It's all about becoming part of a community of people that are actually getting the results that you want. That's the most important factor of anything. So get yourself plugged in. If you don't have a business, or you don't have a clear direction, you don't have